And now, as we head into the late innings of this announcement, it's important to note that every team, including the one in Cooperstown, needs lights-out closers. And today, we acquired another one for our ridiculously good bullpen. Is that Hell's Bells I'm hearing in the background? Trevor Hoffman, welcome to the Hall of Fame.
The surviving members of AC/DC sure to see a bump in royalties on that 1980 classic, Back in Black. Trevor Hoffman taking Hell's Bells to Cooperstown. Rick Willis has been on the story all day long. The ball now in his hands.
The phone rang at Trevor Hoffman's Wednesday afternoon a few times prior to his Hall call.
Hello. And my big brother Glenn called a couple times and faked me out, but he got us a couple times. It was pretty good when Eric was talking. We had to kick him out of the house, and then he went to the window and was looking through the windows.
When the real call did come, Hoffman became one of less than 1% of Major League Baseball players to make it into Cooperstown.
We needed 1% of the vote from last year, right? And so we accomplished that, and now I've moved into a club that's about 1%. So it's rarefied air. Certainly something that I don't necessarily feel I deserve. It's, anytime I'd had the opportunity to go and play in an all-star game or something bigger, I always felt like pinching yourself. You almost don't think you belong in that room.
Despite the organization not granting one-on-ones, KUSI still scored the first one with Hoffy post-press conference.
Hoffy, oh, congratulations. We're live, by the way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Where's the camera?
Paul Rudy's right there.
Where's
Say hello
Paulie?
to Paul. He's right in the camera right there.
Hi, Paulie.
Hey, Trevor,
There you
how
go.
you doing?
Not once, but twice.
I know they talked about it a little in the press conference, but guys like you and Mariano who did it for so long and so well.
Well, I appreciate that. And, I think there's some validity to longevity in a particular role. There's certainly conversation for debate on the significance, we'll say, of a closer or that particular role. And I think part of it's to do with some of the nuances that we're seeing relievers being used right now.
Hoffy will join Dave Winfield and Tony Gwynn as the only players in the Hall to be wearing a Padres cap.
Well, I've always put Tony at a pretty high level, and so to ultimately have shared a locker room with him and go into a pretty special place will be a tremendous honor, something that probably won't sink in right away.
From Petco Park, Rick Willis, KUSI Sports.
Congratulations, Trevor. Back in the day when Tiger teed it up at Torrey Pines, or anywhere in fact, the standard bet was, do you take Tiger or the rest of the field? Recently, that wager has changed, though. It changed to how many holes before a failing body part flared up, forcing his withdrawal from the tournament and a visit to the doctor's office. Which wager will it be in 2018? Brandon Stone has the scoop on Eldrick's day one of the Farmers Insurance Open.
The golf course looked good. The golf swing felt good. And the 7-time champ liked his chances.
I haven't played, and I got to start somewhere and try and get my game and my feels, back. I just really haven't played tournament golf basically since Wyndham of 2015. It's been a long time, to be honest with you. I just want to start playing on the tour and get into a rhythm of playing a schedule again.
The timeline is brutal as the toll on his body. A bad Farmers last year, a worse time in Dubai, a fourth back surgery, and no competitive golf until last November.
I just wanted to not feel as bad as I had felt for such a long time. Golf was not the top of that list. And it feels good not to have a burning sensation going down my leg into my foot, or collapse when I'm walking, things of that nature. It's been so bad for so long. But turning it around and having my back fused, I haven't felt this good in years.
For those hoping Torrey is Tiger's pinnacle, remember that the Farmers is just a stepping stone for Augusta.
I'm just trying to build towards April. I'm looking forward to playing a full schedule and getting ready for the Masters. And I haven't done that in a very long time. That's usually been my schedule and my outlook from 96 on.
During the 23-minute press conference, Tiger Woods had to talk plenty about the physical toll he's been through, but there's also the mental toll as well, especially after being arrested in May on suspicion of DUI and having to serve 50 hours of community service.
No, it's not easy, and that's why I'm very lucky to have such a great family and unbelievable friends, and a point in time where I just didn't know if I was going to have an opportunity to feel like this again, but now I do, and I'm excited about it.
From Torrey Pines, this is Brandt Stone for the All Sports Report.
Oh, but we're not done at Torrey. Lots of stories going on out at the old golf course, including Torrey Pines Falcon great Jamie Lovemark. He's in the field.
So how does Torrey Pines kind of compare to what you've seen?
It's hard. It's hard as it gets. It's up there with Oakmont, can be, and a lot of the majors. It's Torrey South's one of the hardest courses we play on tour. Obviously, we're here Monday through Wednesday before the rounds, and then Tuesdays are practice day, so we do a lot of kind of swing stuff, and then we're playing today. We played Monday, and pretty prepped.
What goals or expectations have you set for yourself?
Goals, starting Thursday, just kind of get off to a decent start. Can't win it Thursday, but you can lose it. I'm on the South Thursday, so it'll be a good test. And even in North nowadays is hard, so I think that scoring differential between the two courses has diminished.
Tiger and Lefty have won this event multiple times. There's another multiple winner of the Farmers Insurance Open. His name is Brandt Snedeker. He won in 2012 and 2016. He's always dangerous on Thursday, and he's always dangerous on Sunday.
You won this in 2012 and in 2016, so can you tell us what it's like to be out here? What are you feeling?
It's always great to be back here. It's kind of where my career got started in 07. I finished third here as a rookie on tour. For some reason, San Diego seems to suit my personality. I love the people here. I love the golf course. Obviously, being a two-time winner here, I obviously have a lot of confidence when I show up. So, looking forward to a great week. Course is probably in the best condition I've ever seen it. So, really excited about seeing where my game stacks up this week.
With the injuries you've had, have you had to alter your game in any way? A
little bit, yeah. You're always trying to find ways to take pain out of the game, and so I had to kind of address the way that I stand up to the golf ball. But hopefully, through all the off-season stuff I did, the time I took away, I was away for about six months. My body's healed up pretty nicely. I haven't had any setbacks yet, so fingers crossed.
Trey Kell's coming off. We thought was a cold against New Mexico. He missed 2 practices leading into New Mexico and then came out and played, and then we got back and he felt worse on Monday, and it turned out he has bronchial pneumonia, so he hasn't practiced for 2 days. He's on antibiotics, and hopefully on Wednesday, he'll feel better enough for the doctors to clear him, but that will be a game-time decision on Trey.
Well, that was Brian Dutcher on Tuesday, and there's Trey Kell on Wednesday. The game-time decision is, he'll be in the starting lineup. To Viejas we go. The Aztecs 3-4 in conference play. Rams 3-5. The home team is always best when it's turning up the heat. On the defensive end, Pope to Hemsley there. Dutch sure likes that. He's going to like this even more. Hemsley to Mitchell, back to Malik Pope. That running layup / pseudo dunk needs another look. Hemsley again on the break from Mitchell. San Diego State enjoys runs of 14-2, 11-0. Blow your conch. SDSU improves to 4-4 in the conference. Max Montana leading the team with 20.
Couple of games he wasn't feeling like himself, and he kind of let that affect him, which obviously affected his playing time that one game. But he's been great in practice as of late, and we all know Max. When Max is his confident self, he's a lights-out shooter, and you saw today with his performance.
We're going to be hard to beat when he's that good offensively, and then obviously defensively and rebounding. So Max is an important piece to our team, and it was good to see him come out and be rewarded for the work he's put in.
Wednesday prep coverage starts out on the court. Montgomery welcoming in Modern Day Catholic. Third quarter, the Aztecs' Timothy Crawford goes coast to coast before getting the bucket and the foul. Crawford finishes with 23. In the final frame, Crusader Trey Anderson takes the inbound pass and throws it down the alley-oop for 2 of his 26. Final 70-56. Crusaders on top. Staying in the South Bay, Sweetwater taking on Vista on the pitch. In the first half, a Red Devil captain, Luis Polito, takes the advantage of the loose ball and scores off the volley. 3 love there. Second half, Mariner Joe Trinity Estrada looking for a Play of the Week nominee as he scores into the goes upper corner from long distance, but it's not enough. Sweetwater wins at the final 6-2.